I'm concerned about the resolution because it doesn't say anywhere in here that this is a federal government responsibility, and I really think that we ought to have that included in the resolution, that it is in fact the responsibility of the federal government, that they have failed us. And up in the historical portion of the resolution, maybe that whereas can be inserted. I think, too, that we've politicized this process here to the point that it's just gotten out of hand. You know, Wally started off way back in December asking us to write a letter to the Congress and to the Speaker of the House and the President to try to get some reimbursement for the federal government's responsibilities that we were performing. We didn't get any kind of really good response from that, and I think Mike wrote issued another directive in January or so.
Mr. May made the motion for the 287G in the
the 287G training. And then, you know, several of us have called for a public hearing on this issue, and I thought that maybe we'd get around to doing that. And, you know, we wouldn't have to sit here and just picket this resolution tonight if we'd had a public hearing and had been able to staff it properly with all of the staff and all the board members and not just be hit with it at the last minute. I'm put in a position now, you know, I understand, and I hope the people understand, we don't have another police training class starting until January. So it doesn't matter whether or not you hire 600 or 600 recruits, you can't train them. You can't even start till January, I don't think. And so I'm kind of upset about the big rush for this thing. If we had been able to give public hearings out here and given advance notice, we could have put a notification in the newspaper 5 times, 5 separate weeks, for $1,600 that would have reached the whole county. And that would have been an easy way to ensure that both sides would have had an opportunity to come and take an orderly manner and go through a public hearing process. We've used citizens' time to do that, and it's disrupted our whole schedule today. We've knocked off important items on our agenda that are going to have to be deferred because of the public hearing notices and all, I think. And I'm just not happy with the way that this process has been handled. I'm going to have to support this resolution whether I like to or not, just so I can vote in the majority, so that if some opportunity comes down the road that we reconsider it, that I can make that motion. So I'll support it, but it's with understanding, you know, that I'm forced into that situation.
Under parliamentary procedure and the Board of Supervisors rules, a matter can be brought up at the next meeting for reconsideration. And there's a vote whether or not to reconsider, and then if the vote is yes, then you can go to a re-look at the action that was taken. In order to be able to raise that matter, you have to be a person who voted on the winning side of the resolution. So he is correct. If he had voted against it, he would not be personally in a position to raise the matter again.